welcome back to Vidya's Creative Corner. This week we are going to do some painting. Um, uh, I love painting, and this one has a unique twist. I have added some flowers made from toilet paper roll to give it a 3D effect, and I thought that it came out really well. So I just want to share my experience with you on this one. So let's get started. Here are the materials that we need for our painting project. First is the toilet paper roll to make the flowers like this. And we need glue to stick that to the canvas. We need canvas, the bigger the better. We need paints to paint, of course. And we need brushes to paint. And I've also kept a couple of sponges to get a desired effect. And we also need water to dip the brush, and we need scissors to cut the toilet paper roll to make the flowers. So let's get started. First step, we will cut the toilet paper roll and start making flowers. So the first step is to cut the toilet paper roll into petals. So I've got a toilet paper roll here. So I'm going to flatten it out a bit first, just a little bit, don't press too much, and then so it's a little bit flattened, and then I'm going to cut it right here. It should not be too thin and not too thick either, so right just at the right line. So you get like a petal shape here, and now we move on and cuts a few more same size, so that helps having the same size. And so I've got 4 of the same size petals, and now we are going to stick it together to make a flower. For that you just need to pour some glue, and so you have some glue here. So I'm just going to take one petal, dip my finger in some glue, and just put the glue at the tip of the petal, use another petal, and I'm going to just join them together at the end. So you can see from here, just join them at the end. So there you go, you can join them at the end. So if it gets too difficult for you to keep them, holding, so you can just put it down, and this will help for them to stick easily. Now meanwhile we'll take another petal, the third one, and again we are going to put some glue in the tips, edges and the tips, and again use it as and then stick it, and then finally the final one again on the tip, just like this on the tip and both sides, and we are going to make the final one just stick together and make sure they stick together. So you can see until it dries up, you've made one 4-leaf flower, 4-petal flower rather. The next step would be to draw the Buddha. Meanwhile, I have made many 4-petal flowers like this. You could make any design, like for example, you could also even stick these 2 petals together to give it like a double layer flower like this. You can see it's make a beautiful design. So you could do this as well. 3-petal shape. This works well when you have to stick it at the edge of the canvas, I think. So this helps too. So you could just make any shape, but that's the key. As long as it all works well together, it's fine. So I've drawn the Buddha here. Initially, I drew like a smaller size, but my son gave me the feedback that it needs to be bigger. So, I mean, compared to the whole canvas, it should be bigger. So I drew a bigger one. So you might see some, eraser marks here, but nevertheless, once you paint it black, it should all be good. So the idea is that the drawing is done, and then we are done with the petals as well, making the flowers as well. So now it's time to paint. It's time to paint, and I'm just going to go for different shades of blue. That's the plan. So the first blue I've taken is Phthalo blue. I hope I pronounced it right, but this looks like an interesting shade, and I'm also going to mix it up with a shade of gray, and so mix it together, and then I'm going to paint it. So I just painted a bit and it's come out like this, so I'm going to paint some more, and then I'm going to put different shades of blue all over, and then this will be black, and then the flowers will come on top, which I may paint a different color. So let's see about that. So I've drawn the first layer of blue. Now I'm thinking I'll just shadow paint the Buddha in black. So I've taken black, and I'm going to paint it, and I will show you how it looks like at the end after I finish painting it black. So I've used the black to paint the Buddha, and I've also painted the sides black so that it reflects a tree, and then I've used this sponge, and I've used this color. This is called ultramarine, and I've used it mixed with white, and I have used the sponge and just going all the way through to give it a different cloudy kind of a feel. So I think so far it's come out well, and let's see how that goes after the whole canvas is painted. So let's see. So I've used different shades of blue, and I have painted the whole canvas, and as you can see, the shadow paint comes across on the Buddha and the trees, and then this is the color that I'm going to put, different shades of blue. You can use different shades of blue with a combination of white and gray, and use it across the canvas, or you could use any color. Even reds and yellows, mixed together would also look good. So I've also given a moon backdrop. So I thought, since this reflects kind of a night, this thing, I'll also give it a moon backdrop. So I just added white, and then around the head I just made a circle, so that gives a moon backdrop. Now for the final step, that would be the sticking of the toilet paper roll petals to give it a 3D effect, and also I may paint the inside of the flower petals to some vibrant color. I don't know how that's going to go with the overall picture, but let's see about that when we come to it. So we are coming to the final part. So as you can see, I have the moon behind Buddha's head, and then the canvas in blue, and then I have also stuck all the toilet paper flowers that we made, and to create like it's coming out from the tree. And I think I might just go ahead and paint the inside of the petals, probably a bright yellow or something like that. Haven't decided yet, but I think it'll look nice with the pop-up color. Let's see. And but overall I think it's come out really well. So final stage, let's go on. So the painting is done, and I'm so happy with the result. So you can see I have been painted the inside of the flowers with a bright red. The shade I think is called vermilion, and it's come out really well. And I gave a second coating to the Buddha and also the moon. The second coating of the Buddha I gave it with the sponge. I think the sponge really worked out well, and I also gave a second coating to the moon. But overall it's just come out so beautiful. Even my kids were like really happy about it. um, and you know what, there's nothing more exciting than seeing your ideas come alive, and especially when it comes out well, it gives you just double happiness. But try this at home, and see you the next time.